Ready to come out and first go around? Come on, buddy boy. This is Truman, ladies and gentlemen. Truman is a trumpeter of hornbill. Now, this is the type of bird you might find in the Congo rainforests of Africa. These birds spend most of their life hidden in the thick part of the trees. That's where they eat a variety of fruits. And they also use their strong beak to break open tree bark, eat all different types of bugs they can find up in the canopy. Another reason they like to stay hidden up in those trees is because they fly very slow and very clumsy, and they don't want a hawk or a falcon trying to catch them. But there is one thing that will draw a bird like this out in the open, and that is a big, juicy bug flying by. You see, these beaks are not only very strong, they're also very light, and they can grab things with precision and accuracy. And we're going to demonstrate that for you right now. As soon as we get everybody in here. There we go. I'm going to use a grate to be our bug. I'll toss this up in the air. Hopefully Truman's going to power straight up, catch this bug, and then circle back and land on the safety of the tree branch right here. You got all that? Ready to go? Ready? Okay. This is the one spot you can't leave. Right here. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, and... There you go. Good job. Good job. Step on up over here. Want to give this a try? Come on out here a little bit. There we go. Want to put a grate in your hand? On the count of 3, you're just going to toss it straight up in the air. Now, don't overthink it. Don't try to go too hard, because it'll end up going that way, and the bird will follow it. Okay? So just toss it straight up in the air on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, go for it. Give a big hand to try. All right, well, I know you think you got gypped out of this, so we're going to do one more. Ready? 1, 2, and... There we go. That's my buddy Truman, ladies and gentlemen. Everything up there. We're locking you back. There you go. You did just fine, just fine. He's about 6.5 pounds, but he stands almost 4 feet tall and has a wingspan of almost 6 feet. Come on out here, buddy. Come on, nice and slow, nice and easy. There we go. This, ladies and gentlemen, didn't know the show was going to be in 3D, did you? This is Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, and Hollywood is an African crown crane. Now, this is the type of bird you might find if you are in the African grasslands, Central Africa, all the way over Eastern Africa. These birds spend most of their days down in the ground, looking for grasses and seeds, bugs and insects. They might catch a small mouse if they're having a good day, and sometimes they'll wander out into the shallow water, maybe even grab themselves a small fish. But because they spend so much time down on the ground, they have to be very careful of predators. Things like jackals and hyenas and even lions all would love to eat this bird for lunch. But they actually have adapted to keep themselves safe from the time they hatch. You see, cranes are born precocial, like ducks or chickens. That means they don't stay in a nest, naked and blind, waiting for a parent to feed them. Nope, they start walking on day 1 and follow the parents out into the field. That not only helps keep them on the go, so predators can't smell the trail to them, but they also get to learn all about life from the parents actually out in the field. Now, because those babies can't fly for the first 3 months, they start off solid brown in color. If they do see dangers, those chicks are going to head for the nearest grass or weeds where hopefully they'll camouflage. And the adults will stay out in the open and make as much noise as possible, sort of keep the attention away from those chicks. Now, after the danger is past, the chicks will reemerge, everybody can reunite, and then they can head on their way. Yeah, you stretching those wings out? I'm playing you, buddy. Come on down this way. Come on. Hollywood. Come on. He said, look, I just fight in persons, okay? Now, these guys have another adaptation, and that is the ability to sleep up in the trees at night. A lot of predators, especially like lions, have much better vision at night than birds do, unless you're an owl, of course. So the cranes have found out if they can sit and sleep up in the trees at night, they'll be a little bit safer. Most cranes are very flat-footed, and that's why sandhill cranes, Soar's cranes, these types of birds will end up sleeping in the middle of a big field or even in a marsh or a pond. That gives them lots of distance from the predators. But the crown cranes, their feet are built a little bit differently. You got to start from the astroturf. All right, come on, buddy. Now you can do it. These guys have very long, powerful toes that can wrap around a tree branch, much the same way a parrot's foot could. They also have a little bit longer of a rear toe. That way, they can sit there comfortably all night long while the predators are working the ground a little bit. I know, you see those on the ground. And you know what? I'm going to stick you down nice and easy. You can pick those up. Be careful when you come out here. It's a little bit slippery. He should come right over this direction. Right back to his trap crate, hang a right, and that's my buddy Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. This bird I imported and decided she could help us talk about waterfowl a little bit. There you go, stretch those wings. This is Sarah, ladies and gentlemen, and Sarah is an African great white pelican. Now, this is the second largest species of pelican in the world. And, yeah, you know where everything is kept. I know. She doesn't have to do many shows to just sit back and observe how I operate, right? Now, these birds are very similar to our American white pelican. They're just larger, and the males don't grow that big, huge extra growth on top of the beak during the mating season. Hold on. Good. Here, you want to get in the water? There you go. Look at that. Oh, it's right there. That's the lake. Right there. As of now, it's 10,001 lakes. It's all yours. There you go. Yeah. Wait, yeah. Fly right at the audience with it. There you go. That's what they wanted was sushi lunchtime. All right. The water. Wait till they see fish under the surface and then dive in feet first. They scoop up a couple gallons of water, come up to the surface, siphon out the water, and hopefully they've got themselves a good meal. For the white pelicans, they'll hang out in small groups, anywhere from 2 or 3 birds up to maybe 12 or 15. You don't really see too many groups when it comes to the fishing part of it. What they'll do is they'll actually swim in a circle and start splashing and making as much ruckus as they can. For some reason or another, this tricks the fish. They think there's a feeding frenzy or something going on, and as they come up to the surface to check it out, these birds start grabbing them through the top of the water. Now, the reason they can hold on to the fish is because their beaks, right here on this top edge, are serrated, just like a wood saw. So when I hold her beak like this, I have to be very careful not to slide my hand, because it'll actually cut right through my skin like a big giant paper cut. The bottom is actually, with the pouch, is actually pretty safe, but boy, that top beak, that's what catches those fish by the scales and allows the bird to hang on to them even in the cold water. Sarah, you're doing very good. Yes, you are. They're very comical birds. And because they have actually a very wide toe pattern, they almost have 2 toes forward and 2 toes back. The one in the middle is actually is off to the side. But these guys can perch. They can even sit on tree branches. They walk around great on land. And that's why we're able to have them out here doing a variety of things for us, including walking back through the crate. So I'm going to give you this one. Oh, you got to let go of the fingers, though. You got to let go of the fingers. All right, there we go. We're going to turn you that way. And we're going to walk you right in there. There you go. Good job.